Something a little different, guys. We are out visiting the National Corvette Museum in Bowling Green. Of course, trying to get inside before the storm gets us. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been here. This is a nice place if you're into Corvettes, sports cars, that sort of thing. Anyways, guys, here we go. If you buy a Corvette, you can actually opt for museum pickup, which, as you can see, what all these are down through here.
Look!
Yep.
Can I have your camera?
Here's the internals. You come in, they got this 53 vet set up here so you can get an idea. All kinds of informational stuff here. If you're into Corvettes, I'm sure that there's a lot of you guys out there that know a whole lot more about these than I do. But there's just a lot of stuff here. Of course, you all know the Corvette having a fiberglass body, which that was kind of something that a little different for its time period, you know, but it definitely helps the Corvette be a lot lighter, a lot faster than what a lot of your vehicles out there are. It's something with the COVID and stuff going on. When you come in, it's kind of unusual. Look here, this is for the touchscreen. Little bitty condom, basically. But that's the day we live in. Of course, we have to wear these as well. But it's a good day to get out, have some fun, and stay out of the storms. I don't know if you can hear it thundering outside. A Motorama of 1953.
Must enjoy tomorrow. This is the mood of the Motorama. Tomorrow grows from today, as the day grew from yesterday. Every event.
It's pretty cool. Photos from the unveiling, as well as video, which it appears that they have a technical problem with. So hopefully their cars are a whole lot better than their video screen. Here's some of the classics. Here's a 53. Just on up.
Every day, you would stop by with a mail or some private thought, or maybe just to say thank you. No history of the Corvette will be complete without paying tribute to the father of the Corvette, Arthur Sinkhole. Born in Belgium raised in Leningrad. Duncroft had a rich and exciting life prior to joining General Race. In the 50s, he was a chief engineer for the British race car Horse Salad. He competed at Le Mans for 4 years.
Guys, it would be impossible for me to give you a detailed view of everything in here. I'm just going to basically just give you guys a walkthrough of some of the stuff that we got going on. If any of y'all are interested, again, you know, this is a nice place. If you're into cars, into Corvettes especially. It's pretty interesting. Some videos of some of the early years of the Corvettes, and then of course there's the cars. Very cool. Of course, being interactive.
As you explore the history of Corvette racing
finger condom
exhibit, you're going to hear references to something called the AMA band. And that's important because this was a pivotal moment, probably the pivotal moment in Corvette racing history that would go on to shape everything that would follow. To give you some background, this story begins on June 11th, 1955 at the 24-hour Le Mans race in France when a catastrophic accident happened. A Jaguar, getting ready to pit, got on his brakes. The Austin Healey just behind it swerved to get out of the way, but drove into the oncoming Mercedes 300 SLR that was coming down track at 125 miles an hour. The Mercedes was launched into the air and into the crowd. 83 people were killed, and nearly 180 were seriously injured. This remains the most catastrophic, horrific accident in motorsports history. The automobile industry, wanting to get ahead of this whole thing, gathered together in what was called the Automobile Manufacturers Association, and they agreed to a voluntary ban on motorsports activity. Today, racing is a key component in the marketing and engineering development of so it's hard to imagine them wanting to pull away from racing, but back then things were different. They were engineering cars to be faster, and not doing a whole lot of engineering.
Again, guys, there is way too much in here to go into a whole lot of details and everything. So this is just going to be just kind of a walkthrough, a brief overview of some of the stuff that's here. Some of you car enthusiasts, I'm sure you all could spend all day in here. And there's even a restaurant in here for those of you that do. It's very, very cool to see the way they got these things set up. Just some of the stuff, Corvette memorabilia. Videos of some of the cars that they have built through the years, as well as the car itself. I know that many of you all may remember the museum being in the news back a few years ago. They actually had a major sinkhole collapse, and we're actually going to be going over in there later. Can't tell you how cool it is, guys. You can see here on this video screen that race right there, and then there's the car. The same with each of these. All through here. Very cool.
When you think about racing, maybe it's a 2-hour event on a Sunday afternoon. What probably doesn't come to mind is a 24-hour endurance race.
This is possibly one of the more interesting cars that's here. You probably don't hear much about this except for some of you more dedicated car guys. The rotor engine right there, there's the car back in '73. Here's the 2020 Corvette right here. Give you guys just a little closer look at the interior as much as possible. Here's their shop. Focus.
Being a member of the National Corvette Museum, some of which are that the museum is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Every year they have a big get together down here around the Corvette Museum. Of course, some of you guys may be aware that the Corvette Museum is not very far from the factory where these things are made. And you can see some behind me, just some of the photos from some of the past events. We are going to go into the cave-in again. Back a few years ago, I'm sure you all have seen a news where the museum had a sinkhole open up underneath it. So we're gonna go in and check it out also.
The side dome will remain open, but structural engineers said the rest of the museum is on stable ground, so visitors will be able to see the cars again, and not the new gaping attraction. Corvette enthusiasts around the world have
Thanks, Canadian.
It's going to happen, right? In the middle of the day when people were there. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, you walk in this museum, you're there. Did you ever see anything on any kind of, I don't know.
And they do that far up to they go down those and really
Mama, it took 3,976 times.
How many? Oh yeah, tons.
This is a simulation of what happened when the collapse that hit the Corvette Museum. Laser projection. So let's check it out, shall we? Guys, we are now in the dome where the collapse happened. You can see behind me here. And they also have the cars. Okay, guys, here are some of the cars that were in the sinkhole, and you can see that some of them were completely destroyed, unfortunately. A real tragedy what happens to these cars.
Is this what happens? What's going down now? Up there. To here. He's standing on that. Oh my gosh.
There's down to where the cars were, all the way down there.
And that was the spider. Oh my god.
There's the 1 millionth Corvette, right there. You can see some of how some of these others were. Completely destroyed them. That's a shame. But it's good that the museum kept them, and that's part of their history. Pace car, 2004. Destroyed this. It's a shame. But it's a good thing that the museum has kept them. I think that it's kind of a blessing in disguise when that collapse happened, because ever since that happened, I know the museum had seen an uptick in visitors because of it. So, you know, it's one of those things. But you can see again, just the level of damage that happened right here. This very spot. See here, they get red tape showing exactly where it happened. That's interesting. That's straight out of a Hot Wheels package there. That's what you call a rat rod. And the way that you come out from touring the museum is, of course, through the gift shop. And I can hear storms outside still. But shirts, everything, toys. Watch your kids if you bring them with you, because they're going to want some toys. Guys, that was the National Corvette Museum. If you are ever in this area, you might want to stop by and check it out, especially if you're into sports cars, especially the Corvette. A lot of nice things in there, guys. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Be sure to subscribe. Check out the links down in the description. And let me hear from you guys. Are you a big Corvette fan? Or what's your favorite kind of sports car? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.